Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Just as investors do research on the startup, so the founder should do research on the investors. Research includes both primary and secondary research. Primary research comes from talking with the investor's portfolio companies and other investors. Ask the founders that have worked with the investor about their experience. Look for what value the investor brings. This includes both connections to other investors and business skills such as hiring, go-to-market strategies, and financial management. Secondary research comes from researching the investor online for their past experience, investments, and content posted. Review the investor's LinkedIn profile to learn more about their work history. Look at the investor's website to understand their investment thesis and what companies they've funded. Superficial impressions of an investor are often misleading. Some of the best investors don't carry a high profile in the community. Choosing a bad investor can make your startup life problematic, so research well and pick carefully. This type of research will inform your fundraising efforts. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.